Hi, my name is Lorenzo Hogans II, paramedic and Christian author, and today's video newsletter topic is going to be crying a river won't help when you're already drowning. You see the connection that I'm making there? The idea of crying more liquid, more tears, more water. When you're already in a big pool of water drowning, you're only adding more fluid to that container to further drown you. But I got a couple of things that I want to go over today. Hopefully it'll help for some of you out there if you're in this situation. Hopefully you're not, of course. Have you ever seen a grown man cry? It's not a pretty sight. Not a pretty sight at all, as a matter of fact. I ran a call on a guy at the Salvation Army. Grown man. His trade was carpentry. He was a carpenter. And he was down and out, which is why he found himself at the Salvation Army shelter to begin with. He lost his job. And what he brought to the Salvation Army was a bag of meds and his carpentry tools, because even though he had to go as a last resort to Salvation Army's shelter, he was still looking for work, as he should have. We're talking about a 48, 49-year-old man. And he called basically because he was depressed and he was having suicidal thoughts. And once you get into the realm of suicidal thoughts, you get issued something called a Baker Act, which means you are a threat to yourself and or others, and you need some attention from some type of therapist or psychiatric facility. So he gets into the we load him up into the truck, and he just starts bawling. I mean, he's crying his eyes out, you know, and I'm wondering what could have been so bad to where he's now breaking down and crying. And he goes on to explain how they stole his medications and everybody's so evil, and the people that were staying there at Salvation Army shelter took his carpentry tools, and now he can't work. I mean, the guy literally had his hands over his face like this. Yeah. I mean, he was like, I used to know what's going on. I don't know what's going on anymore. I just don't know what's going on anymore. And he was depressed. I felt bad for the guy. And so, while there's nothing wrong with crying, okay? If you have to cry, go ahead and cry. But just realize, continuing to cry does not act as a floaty. You're not gonna magically float to the top from crying. Okay. Now you can choose to kick and swim your way to the top, and that's how you get there. And we'll talk about some other things as far as having a plan and first praying. And so that brings me to Jeremiah 29:11, one of the most famous Christian verses out there. And it is Jeremiah 29:11, and it reads, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Then you will call on me," this is verse 12, "then you will call on me and come and pray to me, and I will listen to you." And then I'm going to go on to verse 13, because I feel like this is very important. "You will seek me and find me when you seek me with all your heart." Verse 14, "I will be found by you, declares the Lord, and will bring you back from captivity." Now, let's look at verse 13. "You will seek me and find me when you seek me with all your heart." Now, let's just kind of dissect the word seek. What does that insinuate? It's a verb, meaning it's going to take some action on your part. Now, You can sit there and cry and moan for as long as you need to, but understand you're going to need prayer, you're going to need a plan, and you're going to need some action. Otherwise, you can't realistically expect things to get better. I want us to move away from the idea, I hear this all the time, oh, I prayed about it, and that was it. And I'm going, well, what else did you do? So prayer without any type of action, or at least a plan of action, kind of leaves you with just prayer. Now, that's a good start, but you have to give God something to bless. So if you pray that you want a car because you need some transportation, you then need to put forth the action plan on how to get there and ask God to assist you, not just simply pray, oh, I need a car. Can you do that for me, God? There's a school of people out there who just somehow passively think that their ship is going to come in. And I want us to get away from that. I want everybody to get away from that because it's disgusting. It's a ridiculous way of thinking. There's no ship coming for you. There's no one coming for you. If you send for somebody, there might be. But as far as just this magical ship that's going to come in and save you and take you away off into the distance somewhere, it's not going to happen. Okay? Do cry if you need to. But you're going to soon have to suck it up and gear up for some battle. Okay? Prayer, then plan, then an action. Then some action. God is looking for warriors. He's not looking for people that are just looking to give up and then let God send them, the winning lottery ticket. It's just not going to happen. So let's look at Isaiah 49. The prophet Isaiah was kind of down in the dumps, it appears, in the book of Isaiah, chapter 49. He says, but I said, this is verse 4, 49 verse 4, but I said, I have labored in vain. I have spent my strength for nothing at all. Yet what is due me is in the Lord's hand, and my reward is with my God. Verse 5, and now the Lord says, he who formed me in the womb to be his servant, to bring Jacob back to him and gather Israel to himself, for I am honored in the eyes of the Lord, and my God has been my strength. He says, this is God talking, it is too small a thing for you to be my servant to restore the tribes of Jacob and bring back those of Israel I have kept. I will also make you a light for the Gentiles, that my salvation may reach to the ends of the earth. Now, in both of those, what do we have? We kind of have some reassurance from God as his response to depression, if you will, or, some type of trial or tribulation in the verse from Jeremiah. God saying, pray, seek me, and when you seek me with all your heart, you will find me. That he does say, that he does promise us. But you have to seek him. Okay? So prayer, plan, action. Okay? Kind of like lights, camera, action, but prayer, plan, action. That's what we need. And there's hope for you if you want to get up and fight. But you cannot expect to be saved by Superman coming, circling around in his cape. If you just, if that's what you're thinking, that's just not going to happen. So, I just kind of wanted to put that out there and show you a couple examples in Jeremiah and Isaiah 49. It's okay to be down and out. That's what life is, a lot of, in different seasons of life. It's sand getting kicked in your eyes, and then life looking at you and asking, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to get up? Or are you going to sit there and let sand keep getting kicked in your eyes? So, just wanted to run that by you. I hope you're having a great day. Hey, if you like the content, go ahead and click the like button, hit the subscribe button, and if you have any comments, shoot a couple comments below. My name is Lorenzo Hogans II, paramedic and Christian author, and if you would like to, go on over to Amazon, check out my books. The first one is called The Corridor That Lies Between Greatness and Insanity, and the second one is Paramedic, 100 True Tales of a Public Servant. You can find both of those on Amazon.com by typing in my name or typing in the title. And I will see you the next time.